Alright, today I'm going to show how to do a transfer case service. This is on a 906, but it's the same on 906 and 907. For those who are on the Sprinter forums and stuff, they commonly refer to a 906 as a NCV3 and a 907 as a VS30. Here at the dealership, we always just use 906 or 907. The things you're going to need: the fill plug is a 17mm hex, so pretty big. The drain plug is a 19mm, just a standard 6-point. Need a ratchet. I always use my 3/8, and then my 17 hex here is a 1/2-inch drive, so I just use my Matco ratchet. And then you'll need a new aluminum crush washer, not a copper one, and some Permatex thread sealant is what I use. Then you'll need, according to the fill sheet or spec sheet, you need 1 liter of 236.14 Mercedes-Benz automatic transmission fluid. It's red in color. We usually have a drum, so we don't ever use the jug. I always just use this and fill it a little above quart. So it shouldn't take more than 1 quart, but to be honest, I only ever use this and from the drum, so I just use it until it's full. You can't really overfill a transfer case, so I've modified this fluid transfer pump, and I put a valve stem into my cap, and then I control the flow through it with a pressure regulator so I don't blow it up. And then you'll need obviously you'll need some sort of fluid transfer. This is what I use. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Go ahead and grab your 19 and your 17. Go under here. So this has an extended range fuel tank, so it's much closer to the transfer case. If you ever wonder if your transfer case has ever been serviced before, you can see right here that green warranty seal there. That's what I always look at if I don't see any service history, to see if it had its first service at 4 years or 40,000. If you haven't had your first 4 year 40,000 and you're over that, do recommend having that first service done. So it does tend to come out pretty fast. As you can see, red automatic transmission fluid, and you can see all the braking materials there on the magnet of the drain plug, which we clean out. So go ahead and take off your old crush washer, and then I always use a rag with my screwdriver. It is normal to have about that much metal on your drain plug. The second service usually has much less than that. Don't need to worry about getting it all. There's a lot of room down there. So that's all drained off. Next, you'll have to unplug the transfer case. Don't forget to plug it back in when you're done. I always try to hang it down to where it's obviously visible, so I don't forget it. I have forgot it once. And then see if we can get you a view right here. So fill plug, make sure you're not hitting the connector and risking breaking it. This is like the perfect size setup to not hit it. So now you'll want these and a fluid transfer pump with your quart of ATF and your crush washer. I'll be honest, I don't normally use a torque wrench on this. There's like an obvious feeling to this aluminum crush washer when it crushes. So I guess we can go in comparison to how far I turn it. Right there, see that little crush? So, not much of a swing, and that's perfectly tight. I'll add the torque spec in the video just to kind of give that technical info for those who want it. Now, it's probably be a lot easier to do on a non-extended range fuel tank, because then I could get my head over there better, but I think we'll still get the point across. Oh, it's dripping. Just like that. Full. But essentially that's full right there. I'll just let that drip off for a sec while I prepare my fill plug. So this is where thread sealant comes in. I usually just get a little bit off the side there. Get a good little even coat. Get that put back in. I also don't really torque this one either. I just kind of go until it feels right. I know that's not very technical, so I'll go ahead and get a torque spec also inserted for that. But essentially that's the whole transfer case service right there. Make sure you plug in your connector and then clean up your mess. This guy connects right here. That's how you service the transfer case on the 906 and the 907. Any of the four-wheel drives, they all have the same transfer case and that same front differential there. So if you've enjoyed this, please like the video. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel and comment any suggestions you have down below.